Hi people, this is Gio Roundtable in Gio's Real World, and today will be Absolute Superman number 3, and this is the variant cover, and this is the other cover that you get, the regular cover, and the writer is Jason Aaron, artist Rafa Sandoval, and colorist, when I mention colorist because you know I like it, is Ulysses Aririola, and this is when when she's getting dressed to free her husband from prison. And see, that's how it happens. When I show good, and this is where, because I will show you the armor that here, her face is completely covered by the armor. So amazing art, the energy, you see it lively and everything. So this is about, it's kind of close to the last day before Krypton explodes. Okay, so on in there, for example, you have like Kal-El and Laura. They're building a spaceship. They're going hiking. They're looking into the mines to find all the like where they go normally hiking with Kal-El, but this time they're more serious, finding materials that they need for their survival. Kal-El sees everything is off, kind of sense. Kal-El in school, he does like he's more doing things manual than computer style, and the school reports that to the parents, and he to tell Kal-El, and they go, and Kal-El thinks he can get punished, and the parent goes, no, it's okay, whatever makes you happy, you have to find your own path, be happy who you are, blah 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 blah. That's true when parents don't give a fig nothing about you, because they don't have time for you, or because they know something's gonna happen to them or to you, that your life, whatever it is, life is short, like them, okay, example, because they're living day by day, they don't know if they're gonna make it on time, and it's the let's love each other before we pass away, because most parents will say, because look, you need an amazing career to live life the way you want to live life, and who knows, if you grow a family and everything, you don't want to live day by day. You want a career that can support you and your family and your way of living and everything. That's what it is. It's like don't go in the real world for to work or get a job. Get a career. The difference with a work and career is this. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. Work is because you have to do it. A career is you chose something that you love doing for the rest of your life, or you assume. If you analyze yourself very well, you'll choose very wisely. So don't look at this. Look at this. What you want to. Anyways, back to being Krypton. So it's exploding, this and that. And what happens is, how you call? So it's like time for time. Joel he's still too kind-hearted, naive, how you prefer. He wants to go see the clerks, which is to tell them, look, what's happening in true fashion, everything, because the earth tremors, vapors rising, getting out of from the core and all this kind of thing. He goes, I'm going to tell them in case they're naive enough to not see it clear, because even those natural disasters, they know everything's okay. So he gets thrown in, Joel gets thrown in jail, and there's a trial for him. Kal-El goes home and tells his mother, Lara, what's happening, and she has the armor, and that's the pages I showed you, and she uses that armor with a big humongous gun to freak Zor-El, because there's no way I'm leaving this planet without him. Same time, Kal-El goes to the main computer zone to see the clerks, whatever, and there's nobody there, because he makes it all the way there, because he thought like he would get stopped, whatever. And he goes to the computer system and everything, and he finds that they built a starship. And so they escape, and they're planning to go back, and the parents find out that later on it's told everybody, to all the Kryptonians knows about the starship that the clerks built themselves to escape the planet, and they knew this for a long time ago. Now, what I like about this, and Jason, finally somebody reads my mind, I always said all these natural disaster movies you see, documentaries or whatever you want to call it, the end of the earth by the sun or the meteorite or the earth by itself. Oh no, we're gonna be so humane. We're trying to keep as much people. That's a bunch of crap. Because I'll tell you one thing: if this earth is dying right now, for whatever reason it is, the government or the rich people, they want you to work because so they can have all the materials they need that we're doing to build their compound or spaceship or whatever it is to survive longer than we would be. They'll say, "Oh, thanks for your humane service, but at least the human race can continue." Yeah, and you guys, you're gutless and you're selfish, and you bring good term to human, you know. So I like Jason the way he brought it up. And then in the last page, you see the Smallville Hospital, and there's an old woman. And you see a picture of an old couple in between. Yes, it looks like Kal-El. Which she goes, "Oh, my son, blah blah blah," and people, the nurse and all that, saying, "Yeah, but she has no close relatives." So if she had him for 10 years, give or take, because he left when he was in his young teens there. So I mean, how many years can she actually grow and get attached to him? You know, that to me is a bit of crap. Kind of saying, "Oh yeah, I love him. He's my son." Yeah, okay, whatever. No. And then the last page, what I like about it is you see number 4, Omega Men. And remember I mentioned to you number 2, where it's Argentina's a big sign that says join the Omega Men. Who are they? Are they the Omega Men from the regular series of Green Lantern, Superman, and all that, or they're bunched up of like they could be the Justice League kind of sense in that world? We're gonna figure it out. Now the whole thing is this. The one thing I can't stand about the series so far is here you have Krypton, okay? It's millions, billions, who knows how many miles away it's from here. Like light years, sorry, it's not even miles, light years, okay? And they look exactly like us. The dog looks like us. The fishes, the cows, the birds, they all resemble close to our animals. Now here you have Earth. Animals in Australia and Europe or whatever and Madagascar are different. In Australia, they have pouches, the mammals. And just in Madagascar, the same primate that was from Africa, they went to Madagascar for a couple of thousand millions or whatever years ago, completely do not look like where they came from. Their forms are different and everything. So how can people so many light years away look exactly like us? So that's why, example, when you see an example, I told you, so guys, go to Geo's version Superman movie, number 1, okay? You don't have to read the whole thing, but number 1, I made the Kryptonians, like you don't know how they look. Like, you know, John Byrne, once he had that helmet, and they had this robe, and they're floating. So is it because they don't have no legs, or their legs are very weak? They're not as tall as it's supposed to be. They use that form to say that they look bigger than they are, like the Wizard of Oz kind of sense, but they're not. Or do they look very creepy, ugly, or very monstrous that people would shoot them before they talk to them? So the perspective of communicating with alien races, they kind of kept their regular form hidden from everybody else. Or they're fish, and that's what keeps them alive because they have water in there, kind of sense. See, John Byrne, certain things, other things, I agree with him big time, okay? Because here's a starship that can leave the atmosphere of Krypton. And her too, they built a spaceship to leave. Why they never did it before? How come they never did it before? What's the reason? These are all Kryptonians. Yellow Sun, that means all of them could become Supermans or Superwomen. So that part, it bothers me, it doesn't make sense at all. So what I would have done is this. That besides that we don't know how they look like, that they did a lot of space, they do a lot of dealing with a lot of alien races from other places, and they have a base near the ozone layer, but below, like a space station. Because once they surpass the ozone layer, they die. They try to create the fake gravity. It doesn't make it. Their body cannot live with it. They die. Okay? So that is space, and all the alien race goes in there, and they're the miracle workers of that quadrant. Okay? From medicine to science and everything. And there's always one person who always confronts them, goes, "Look, I want some Kryptonians I'll give you this, and this, but I need some Kryptonians to do some tests." And he always gets turned down. And he goes, "Okay," and then he goes, he goes, "Look, I'll give you this instrument. Whenever you're ready to negotiate with me, press it and I'll come." So that part when they find that Krypton might die, they press that button, and this big, humongous skull comes out. Yes, Brainiac. So they go there and they make a deal with them. He creates a spaceship. Of course, these Kryptonians, for example, the clerks, they don't believe him, right? So he goes, it's a bunch of crap and everything. He goes, "You're going to die and everything." So the spaceship goes into below the ozone layer. They send some lab rats, you can say, but the Kryptonians are real people, like they're soldiers. Let's see, if they die, because we know it's crap. The spaceship goes out of the ozone layer, goes to space, goes to the next planet, does a circle, comes back, and they're alive. So the clerks are crying, we're going to survive, and everything's that. So now they don't give a fig Newton, the Kryptonians, right? So Brienne goes, okay, so we agree. Kryptonian goes, look, give us a couple of days to us to go into that spaceship, and goes, you can do whatever you want to do. Okay, no problem. So all of a sudden the skull opens, there's a big shuttle coming out, and he has to go down to the land to pick them up, because he cannot pick them up and go straight to space. So he made create a special spaceship or shuttle, you say, but it's humongous, to grab Kryptonians. While another spaceship is going somewhere else to shrink the city, yes, because he does, right? But you don't see that part. You see another ship departing from the skull, big humongous skull. So that one goes over there. So when it goes over there and everything, keeps all the Kryptonian, all the Joel, Lara, and Kal-El, they all go, and then their family, they all lead it to one direction, because they're DNA structures. So it would be like compound 5/5 blood. So they go on that side. Another kind of Zog will go to another direction, whatever. All the different. So Kal-El and Laura, the reason, okay, let's make it to this world, they have technology and everything. They had certain technology, they were able to use it against the guards and escape. They go to these places, and now the shuttles are going towards the space, heading towards the skull. And that shuttle is built for the Kryptonians that they could live, surpass the ozone layer. So once it passes the ozone layer, so Kal-El goes, Zor-El goes, we're going to die and everything because we're going over the solar system. They go through it, goes, impossible. So see all those pods and everything, they put Kal-El, the Supergirl, they put it inside the other pod, and they press and they throw into space towards Earth. With Zor-El knew about where Earth is and this and that. But then the spaceship, the shuttle starts firing at these probes. And one gets damaged, which is Supergirl's probe. That's why her probe it starts going like misleads, but then it goes straight, but it's a damage, and that's why she's late to go to Earth. So what happens? So all the elves, they all go crazy. Goes, look, the kids are gonna be dying. They're putting other people inside the probes and everything to throw them into space and everything. So they go to the main headquarters where the station and everything, and they're firing at people, the soldiers, all the brainiacs and that, because it's still the shuttle, right? Because they don't reach the big skull yet. So, and the spaceship, the starship that all the Kryptonians are, it's not far from them. They're still attacked, and they're getting de-attacked, and they're seeing all this commotion, firing in the main station, So Zor-El sees that, and goes, these ugly mother beep, they're two-faced, this hypocrites, they're below humanoid standards, whatever. Then he sees he's trying to fire things and they can't get it, this and that, because it's a shuttle. He sees a self-destruct. He makes a shuttle go towards as close as Starship, and those people goes, no, and you see all these government people and everything, they're trying to tell him, get away from us, And he presses it. The whole shuttle explodes with the starship. He goes, no, because you don't deserve it, because you're lower than low, and the whole shuttle. But while you see that whole explosion, you see a shuttle from down going towards the skull. Yeah, that's the little city there, which right now in my head it's not going where it's supposed to go. So that's it. And before I let you go, number 3. Yeah, Superman for me was the best read I have, especially with the starship and everything. Number 1, even though it's a little defects he has. Then is Ultimate Batman. Number 2, Wonder Woman. I want to put him number 5. Yeah, to me it's really, really the biggest disappointment. I mean, the expectation I had to be close to Big Barda's kind of attitude, like it's like a Wonder Woman Punisher mixed together, and ends up being what it is. It's like number 4. I'm still gonna finish the series, but you'll see. My opinion probably will be, maybe I might be wrong. Let's hope so. So until then, I'll let you guys go because I went to almost 50 minutes. So subscribe, press the like button. Hey, talk about it. Tell your friend about if I'm right or wrong. Spread the news. And I'm gonna let you go before I give you guys a headache. So Gio out. Until next time. Bye, guys.